Hi Gemini, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to your monthly reading of the month April. And let's start your reading by getting your crystal energy for the month of April. If you're new to this channel, welcome to Cosmic Energies by Khushboo. Thank you so much for taking out some time and checking out my videos. So let's get started with your April reading, my dear Geminis. Let's see what is your crystal trying to tell us. We have moonstone. Wow. So your moonstone, the moonstone is your energy for the month of April. Let's see what it is trying to tell us or guide us about. Are you in tune with the phases of the moon? Do you acknowledge your own cycles? So the moonstone is trying to remind you, Gemini, that are you in tune, are you in sync with the cycles of the moon? And also every human being is lives in a cycle. There is a hormonal cycle for every female and a hormonal cycle for every male. And are you in tune with those cycles? Every female's hormonal cycle actually depends on the phases of the moon as per the old calendars, but nowadays, because of the changes in the medication, changes in the way we live, our lifestyle has changed a lot of those cycles. So let's see what is the guidance for you, my dear Geminis. Trust that your feminine side has much to offer. Go within to receive inspiration from the divine feminine. Your feelings and intuition speak the truth. Listen. So in the month of April, Gemini, you need to go within, accept your divine feminine, and then give it the power with, you can do a moonstone bath, or you can take a full moon walk and let your divine feminine thrive in that energy. Because once that happens, you will be inspired to take actions from that energy of femininity. And once you become, you go into an acceptance energy about your divine feminine, you accept the vulnerability, then you are ready to express yourself. And expression of self is so important in these day and age, because we are not allowed to express. And what happens when you don't express things? Those things get stuck within you, and then you become a little dysfunctional because your hormones are not regulated because of the unexpressed emotions, and you start suffering from many hormonal disorders or also emotional disorders. So the moonstone is trying to tell you in April, you need to you need to regularize your hormonal cycles by regularizing your emotions and self-expression. So you can work with moonstones. It is a very beautiful crystal. It comes in various colors. If you can get a thimble and work with it, or you can start wearing moonstone bracelets, or you can just have a moonstone in a form of pendant and start wearing it. Or if you don't want to wear anything, you can just have a thimble and work with the energy. Let's see what is your next message for the month of April, my dear Geminis. We have technology. Okay, let's see what it talks about. Planetary responsibility. Do not be over reliant on technology, but use it to give yourself time for personal growth. Alternatively, this card may suggest, Gemini, that there are more possibilities in your life that you have yet to develop. So, Geminis, if you are over reliant on technologies, as it is impossible to not be over reliant on technologies in today's time, but you need to take some time out and be away from technology, because you're oversharing your energies by being continuously available and being around technology like 24/7. So you need to give yourself time. Use technology to actually work for you, so that you have some alone time, rather not be dependent on technology in your alone time as well. It is like, I have too much of chores to do, let me use the washing machine. I have too many things to do, let me segregate it by using the laptop. But in your free time as well, if you're going to be addicted to watching something on your laptop, or addicted to, doing scrolling something on the phone continuously on the social media, then you're actually not utilizing your free time. You're just being a slave to technology. So pay attention to that slavery in the month of April, Gemini. Don't be a slave to technology, rather use it for your convenience, and let it assist you in making your life easy. Okay, let's see what is the next message for my dear Geminis for the month of April. We have the waning moon saying, what do you need to release? We have worked through your fears and a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So in the month of April, Geminis, there's a personal issue that you might have been thinking about for a long time, and you've been fearful about taking a decision, which might actually upset other people, but you were not ready to upset those people, because you care about those people, and you also care about those relationships. But in April, there might be a time when you finally realize that you need to release this need of constantly pleasing other people, and you finally are going to take that action to just get rid of it. You're like, okay, fine, I don't need to please these people, they don't mean that much to me, but my own happiness and happiness of the people who are around me depends a lot. So yes, this personal issue where you were avoiding taking a decision is finally reaching to a finally reaching to a resolution where either you make or break it, or you take it with a grain of salt. Okay, and you're working through the fears of displeasing other people, or the fears of not being included anymore. So yay, that is going to be beautiful for you, dear Geminis. Very out of character for you to worry about what other people think, but yes, these may be some people that are very near and dear to you. That is why you're worried. Let's see what else do we have for my dear Geminis for the month of April. We have get more information. We have choose a new direction. Let's see what it is. Okay. Oh. And take action. So dear Geminis, you're being told that in order to take an action, you need to find more information in regards with the topic in the month of April, and then relying on that information, you need to choose a direction and then take an action. It is like if you want to buy something new, or if you're planning to buy a dress, you need to find out if that dress is eco-friendly or not harming the environment. Once you find out, yeah, it is not harming the environment, then you need to choose the colors, if the colors are of your liking, and if the colors of your liking, then you take the action of choosing that dress for you or buying that dress for you. This is a simple example. Not necessarily every Gemini need to buy a dress in the month of April. Just get more information about any situation before choosing the direction in which you need to take that decision, and then take an action is the simple message by the angels. Okay, so let's see what are the best and high messages for my dear Geminis for the month of April. What are the other best and high messages for my dear Geminis for the month of April? So we have trust, clinging to the past, experiencing new vision, tuning in, and the rebel. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Geminis in the month of April, you are going to need to trust yourself and let go a certain experience that you had in the past, and you need to believe in the divine that things are going to turn out in an exact manner as you hoped for, because you have been clinging to the past for so long and thinking about whether or not there is a resolution to what you are feeling, that you're not ready to move on from that situation. You're still investing in that situation subconsciously, and that is causing a lot of drama in your life, and it is causing a lot of stress towards you're causing a lot of stress towards yourself. Okay, there will be new experiences that you will be experiencing in the month of April, and that is going to bring in beautiful energy. It is going to provide you with a very unique plus a new vision, and you're going to see yourself in a new light, Geminis. For some of you, you're going to rebel against those patriarchal rules or against certain bullies that have been bullying you for the past, I don't know for how much time, I cannot be sure, but they have been bullying you and you were resisting to take an action against these people. But right now in April and onwards, you are going to take an action. You are going to put in the efforts of standing your ground and telling them how wrong they were, and you're going to enjoy this. Okay, Geminis, you also need to look inside of you if you want to heal out of certain situations, if you want to gain perspective regarding a certain person, situation or thing. But you will only gain that perception once you are sure about how you are responding to it, and if you're responding to it badly. Okay, if you're responding to a certain situation in a very harsh or in a very disrespectful manner, it is because it is triggering some of your insecurities. So you need to pay attention to the root cause of those insecurities and then work on it so that you don't get triggered by simple things. Okay, so let's see what else in terms of career, health and love situation is in store for my dear Geminis. Let's see for career, love and health. Okay, so career wise, Geminis, you're finally ready to take that action. You're ready to take more responsibilities than you were given. You're ready to learn the need for control. You're finally bringing those actions, whatever dreams you have, you're finally putting plans into actions and ready to take charge of your career. And you're also very strategic about how to approach, but you're going to be very active in terms of approaching to the goals that you have always needed. So from a passive behavior, you are going into this fiery energy of the King of Wands, and you're also guided by your insights. So a lot of insights are also going to come through in the month of April in regards with your career, Geminis, and you're going to take the actions accordingly. Health wise, you need to balance your actions in terms of your diet. So a lifestyle realignment is needed, Geminis. If you're feeling too drained or you're feeling very dissatisfied with the way you've been eating or your sleep patterns, so you need to realign them. Think of a better lifestyle, start getting up early, add a little cardio in your workouts. You might be lifting weights, Gemini, but a little cardio is needed for a good healthy heart and an head start in the day. It will give you a very fresh jolt that you need. It is better than a cup of coffee. Okay, add more proteins to your diet is the message that I'm getting. If you are lacking, if there is no protein rich diet, or you're not eating enough proteins in your meals, please start adding proteins to your meals. It will help you balance out the other factors that are missing in your life or in your diet. Okay, love situation wise, there are certain aspects, surprising facts that you're going to see coming into light in the month of April. These facts are positive as well as negatives, and some cycles for my dear Geminis are going to end. Some relationships, some love relationships which are not beneficial for you are finally coming to an end, and with a good conclusion. These relationships ending are going to provide you with a better perspective about what actually were you ready to deal with, and that was not something you should have dealt with in the past. And this ending of a relationship is bringing you much more peace in disguise. Initially you might not think it is bringing in peace, but eventually you will understand that that is the peace that you needed. You needed a little break from this situation. Okay, for others, for a small group of my Geminis, you're finally seeing a hope, a ray of positivity in your relationships, which have been a little rocky for past some time. Some of my dear married Geminis might also think of expanding their families and start planning towards expansion of their families, and this includes about buying an this includes buying a pet or adopting a pet, especially a cat. That is the energy I'm getting. Others might be thinking of adding a new family member, that is a baby, but this is going to be an initiation of planning stage in the month of April. Okay, so that is your reading for the month of April, my dear Geminis. If you like my video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram, as I put up my Instagram link in the description below. Okay.